Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone and everyone. Hi there, it's Lisa, and we are going to get into your daily astrology and tarot reading or energy reading for my light workers, my light warriors, and my indigo children and star seeds, for all your light beings, okay? For March 1st, the first day of March 2020, coming up into the astrological new year. Super duper excited about it. Can't wait for it. Can't believe it's finally here. I'm really looking forward to what is going to be a fantastic and, dare I say, oh goodness, hold on. I'm really looking forward to the astrological year and what this is going to bring to the table. And I think maybe a little bit later on today, we're going to do some readings for that purpose. All right, make sure I'm completely caught up. Hello, Dee Dee. Good morning. Good morning, Deanna. And of course, right on time, Mom's on live. So here I come. Anyway, all right, let's get into the astrology of it all. First, as people are coming into the room, they'll just have to catch up. So this is the astrological chart, the transit chart for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hey, Mommy. Thanks, love. Thanks. I decided, just like go. Go natural today. No. Oh my gosh. Smush. Okay, here we go. This is for tomorrow. This is tomorrow's astrology. Tomorrow's transit. Let's get right into it, guys. So we've got our lovely moon tomorrow. Let me go right here. Tomorrow the moon will be coming from Taurus into Gemini. So I know over the last few days, it's probably been a little bit hairy, a little bit interesting. Really trying to get our own personal footing. As we come into the moon moving into Gemini, quick thought, quick minds. Your emotions may be going on a swing up and down. If you're going to sit here, sit here. Hey, Fit Goddess. Someone else came in. Hello, a little too sweet. It's your emotions are probably going to be swinging up and down, up and down, up and down, and all the way around. You're going to have one mind on this, one mind on that, first mind over here, next mind over there. So ride the wave for the next couple of days. You're also, I would say, because of the other, we've also got Jupiter. Oh my God. We also have Venus coming conjunct to Uranus. As of tomorrow, it's coming into orb. Uranus has about an 8-degree orb, I would say. So Venus coming into its home sign and finding Uranus there parked, wreaking havoc on our personal day-to-day life. Upsetting the apple cart, changing the narrative, changing disrupting the pattern, right? Venus is coming into Taurus, disrupting the pattern, or finding Uranus there, disrupting the pattern. And good God. So Gemini, stop. Honest to God. Talk about disrupting the flipping pattern. No. I'm going to end up with a water gun on screen and go. Uranus disrupting the daily pattern, disrupting how we operate, disrupting how we roll, disrupting all of that, right? And Venus is going to come in and say, could we just calm it down a little bit? And I think Venus, as we get closer and closer to this conjunction in Taurus, this is going to help us to kind of settle in and settle down on what truly is, how we really need to be feeling about these situations, how we need to be, how can I say this, restructuring our self-esteem, right? Where we are going to be finding ourselves, what's our self-worth? How do we move and navigate in this new world that is being created for us, quite quickly, okay? So that conjunction is going to be interesting to see how we kind of integrate, how we integrate the changes into our personal energy space and energy aura. Also, we still have over here Jupiter coming into conjunction, definitely well within orb of Pluto. So this is another space and area where we can now find peace, or now begin to further integrate into our being these changes, this personal transformation, and take that into achievement land, and then the external transformation and integrate that as a holistic portion. I think that these are some conjunctions I may want to discuss a little bit further here coming into the next day or so. And then we have the sun rapidly now approaching over the next week, Neptune. Hello. Rapidly approaching. So we're going to have some super awesome convergences and conjunctions happening over the next week. All of which I truly believe is meant to help us integrate into our energy field, integrate into our aura, integrate into our chakra system, integrate into our third dimensional thought, what the fifth dimensional meanings are, and how the spirit realm is truly coming in and making grand changes and setting us on our life purpose path, our light worker, light being path. So don't be surprised if over the next few days, especially this next week, that it just feels like everything's gelling together. And you get these like visions or just knowings of where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to be doing. So this is something you're going to be hearing a lot. Now, how the moon today and tomorrow is going to integrate into that is it's going to allow you, your emotions are going to be able to process this a little bit quicker than normal. You'll see a glimpse here, you'll see a glimpse there, you'll get this part, you'll get that part, pieces and parts you're going to see and going to know. And as that begins to happen, don't sit, don't dwell, take the snapshot and say, okay, well, how does that really make me feel? And take a moment to very quickly, right, integrate that into your thought process and your life. Okay? Gemini. Okay. All right. I don't even know why I try to stop and not. Then hopefully that makes sense to everybody with the daily astrology. Let's get into the tarot. I should probably take you down because now as of today is the last day on the 29th when I'm recording this video. Today is definitely the last day that you're going to be able to order the 30 for 30 for a while. Go ahead. Gemini moon has my Gemini kitty Moving fast. All right, here we go. It's something called Catland. I don't know what the heck is going on with Kitty, but Kitty, I think this Gemini moon is affecting her. All right, let's get into the tarot. Okay, for tomorrow, sun, moon, and rising, March. Ooh, I almost said May. March the 1st. Tower for Aries. Again, strong changes, Aries. Foundational movement in how you express your power. This is a solar plexus card. How you express your power. Look, she is literally running for Jesus for a mighty long time. I'm not tired yet. I mean, she running, baby. She moving out, okay, from the fire. And you see the little devil up in the back. And the poor crown just fell off the top of the tower. I mean, everything that she thought that she could stand on and where her power truly resided. Hear me. Where her power truly resided is being shaken, moved out of the way, torn down. It was a facade and a fake, Aries, the whole time. The devil right here represents your shadow energy that you are, and all of the interference that has had you deluded into thinking that these things had power over you, or that you were deriving your power from it. And instead, what she's running towards, see that crown being shaken off of it. Y'all, I'm in the intuitive bag today, so y'all better get ready for a few sermons happening coming your way today. Listen, that tower, that crown being shaken is saying, this had power over you before. This held power over you before. But no longer does it. No longer will you be ruled and reigned over by the shadow and the devil, so to speak. By the shadow and the interference. No longer is the interference going to be able to screw up and block the transmission of your real power, of where your power comes from. I look towards the hills from whence my help cometh. Well, what does that mean in the Bible, babies? Beloveds, that I'm going to look up. I'm going to look up. Hills are taller. They're not mountains, so they're not unreachable. They're attainable. I look towards the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. Your help comes from your spirit. Your help comes from your connection and your integration with Source, not from what is in the third dimensional realm that you've allowed to control you up until this point. So lift your eyes and take off from the garbage that's been running over you and ruling and reigning over you. Get to running. Run towards the reality that is higher dimensional, interdimensional living. Run towards that reality. Run towards that power and ignite your solar plexus, your power, your might, your strength. All right, Aries? Sun, moon, and rising. Let's move it on to Taurus. Taurus, the 9 of Wands. Look at her back there. She got all them wands back there. This is your solar plexus chakra being ministered to today. Tomorrow, the 1st. On March 1st. We're moving into a time with these 9 of Wands where, look, she got all the wands in that background and she holding the one. She's like, baby, I done burnt it to the ground. I done rebuilt it, and I'm in my creative zone, and nothing or no one is going to stop me. I'm ready, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to move towards my creative ability and resting in the knowledge that I have it. Resting in the knowledge of what my passion is, and I fully embrace my passion. I fully embrace who I am. 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, I've been in communication with Spirit. My Spirit's been in communication with Spirit, and therefore I have a full, not a partial, but a full knowledge and belief of where I'm supposed to be and where I'm supposed to go. I know that I'm not supposed to sit here. Now that I know for darn sure. That I know for sure. Okay? Rest. Let the Spirit and the power, let the peace, let the peace rest, rule, and abide in you. What peace is that? Nothing missing, nothing broken. What peace is that? Knowing that you are a light being, knowing that you are on the track, that you're moving in the right direction, and that the light will shine and the light will guide you. Ooh, child, I think I'm going to be preaching 12 sermons today, baby, in a hot second. This is going to be a quick. 4 swords. 4 swords for my Geminis. 4 swords. You also need to be letting the peace rule you. Okay? Sun, Moon, and Rising Geminis. 4 swords. She's relaxing. This is her heart chakra. You know what I find interesting about this card? Not only is she relaxing, she's got her hands behind her back. She has surrendered. She has surrendered. And now she's resting. She's surrendered, and y'all know when we go sleeping and napping, and maybe perhaps she's meditating or whatnot. But in these moments when we've surrendered, I surrender all, right? I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all, right? Hey Mel, hey Sharon, hey 87 Sparker. In this moment of surrender is when we get clarity. When we surrender ourselves and relax, we can hear very clearly, Geminis, now can't we? Don't be thinking. Calm it down, boo-boos. Right? Calm it down, dial it back. And listen and rest. You got a lot going on in your mind. A lot going on in your mind. I need you to just let it simmer. I need you to listen to your higher self. I need you to connect with source. And if that means you got to go lay down and take a nap, then go down, lay down and take a nap. If that means you need to spend a little extra time in meditation so that peace can come and that you surrender, I surrender all, right? I surrender all. Surrender. Find the peace in the surrender. Find the peace in knowing that you may not be able to plan it all at the moment. And you may not understand, Gemini, why somebody else, moon and rising, sun, moon and rising, why someone else may be thinking or acting or doing what they're doing. It's not for you to understand, though, right now. Let them walk their path and you walk yours. Be a little bit more concerned about your own path. And spend a little less time worrying about somebody else's. Have compassion for that person, enacting your heart chakra and vibrating and sending out the frequency of love, peace, joy, and understanding, and not the frequency of, I don't know why you made that stupid move, and I don't know why you don't seem to understand how I feel, and I don't know why you don't, I don't know why you know what you don't know. Know what you don't know and live with it. Now, I don't know who that was for. Oops. Ooh-wee, y'all. All right, here we are. Two of Cups. Cancer. Sacral chakra. Ooh. Cancer. Sun, moon, and rising. The coupling and the creative energy, the bringing together of the divine feminine and the divine masculine within your sacral chakra on March the 1st, and the energies flowing thereafter. I'm not going to say this is solely for March the 1st. They could be fluid. The creative, divine coupling and joining together of your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy is coming together in your sacral chakra, Cancerians, to begin to mold, shape, nurture, create something that's so brand new and beautiful, that's so lovely and wonderful, that's so filled with purity of love. You're becoming your own soulmate. You're becoming one with Source, with Spirit. You're becoming even more so the incubator for the movement, the incubator for the revolution and evolution. This might be very difficult for you to grasp sometimes, Cancer, because it seems like, well, all I really wanted to do was be bothered with my little group and my family and my extended group that I have and I'm holding in my arms, right? When the storm of life is raging, right? We keep people safe. We keep who we love safe, and we love hard and we love deeply and we love fully, but we can be this incubator in which we hold on to we take their issues, we take their griefs, their sorrows, we take it all in, we clean it up and dress it up, and we hold them until they're ready to be birthed. This needs to happen, my light worker, warrior, starseed, indigos, light being, Cancerians. This now needs to go to the global scale. So on a personal level, your soulmate may be actually coming into you at this point to give you that additional support, because you need the opposing divine energy and to be able to feel that and have that activated in your own sphere of energetic field. Thank you very much, Tiff. I appreciate that. Hey, Marcy. So, Cancerians, so some of us may actually have been having or will have very shortly that soulmate coming in. Those of us that are more on the divine feminine side, you'll have a divine masculine energy and so on and so forth, so we can come together, right? We need that. Hey, Sandra. So know that this is a very special and very intimate time between you and spirit, between you and source, so that union can happen. You may see some physical ramifications of that, but you're being prepared as we come into the astrological new year, the energetic new year, I'm going to start calling it. We're getting our ground ready for springtime so that we can hold in and incubate and nurture the revolution of the evolution for humanity. Whew, y'all. All right, Leo. Leo, sun, moon, and rising, the devil. Who had this the last darn time? Whew. Leo, as my divine masculine group. So this is the divine feminine now, Cancerian, speaking to the divine masculine sun. Leo, get your shadow work done. Face your greatest fears, your greatest failures, and instead of turning your back and acting like they don't exist and being ashamed of them, I need you to integrate them into your being. I need you to take from it what you're supposed to be taking from it. I need you to embrace it as part of who you are in your humanity and learn from it. Stop walking away and acting like it don't exist. Put the wine goblet down and know that it's there. But it's there for a purpose. This is, again, your sacral chakra. We as a collective unit cannot move forward without the divine, with the evolution of the revolution, or the revolution of the evolution of mankind, whichever way you want to play it. We can't move forward until the divine masculine heals itself. Until the divine masculine then decides that it wishes to embrace the fact that it's been running roughshod over us. And that's not really even being divine. That the masculine energy has decided it wants to run roughshod and act as if the feminine energy is not that important, and act as if it can control and create all on its own, which has been where we've been for a long time, a few thousand years. So the revolution of the evolution is, no, there is equality, not in a bad way. There are lanes, yes, there are aspects of both, but one is no more important than the other. So what have you in your personal life, my dear light being Leo? What have you elevated that's more important than other? We have been sitting on this, Leo, with y'all for a hot second. Y'all gonna need an emergency reading in a second. We're still recognizing that no, the other person's needs is not more important than mine, but also no, my needs are not more important than the other person's. My needs are also not more important than the other person's. There's power in moving quietly and yet accomplishing the goal. We need to deal with our self-esteem, Leo. I need you to elevate yourself as the divine masculine entities that you are, so you could provide the sunlight, the warmth, the nurturing. So while us cancers are incubating, you're giving us light. You know, I need you to be a growth lamp. Can you be a grow lamp? But you got to do your own work before you can be the grow lamp. Embrace it. Listen, all the mistakes and whatever that you've made before, honey, it's okay. It was meant for you to learn something, but I need you to grasp your lesson and stop avoiding it like the flipping plague. Leo, there's power in the sacrifice. And sometimes you have to sacrifice your ego. Sacrifice your ego. Because your ego doesn't have the power. That's your third dimensional mind. Now, this is an energy lesson. This is a lesson in the triune being. So hear me. The ego resides in the third dimensional mind. The third dimensional mind cannot comprehend the things of the spirit in its totality. It can only get a part of it. It can't get all of it because it's here in the third dimension. That ego is there to protect our third dimensional body, but it's also there for us to recognize this is where we've self-elevated to a point where we're not walking in true love. And let me explain that a little bit, Leo, and I'm going to get up off y'all. Your ego and walking in ego and not having low self-esteem and needing to be seen and being a victim and being a martyr is also being egotistical. When you can kill the ego or suppress it enough to walk in love and not be a doormat, love elevates. Love helps you have an ego eye, not an ego eye, an ego eye over everything. Hey, Google user. Hey, niece. An ego eye over everything. If you get stuck in ego, you're down here running around with the turkeys and you can't get anything. Sacrifice the ego so you can elevate. All right, let's move it forward. I'm up off y'all now. Who's next? Virgo. Virgo. Ace of Swords. Whoo, y'all throwing it down today, ain't y'all? Whoo, y'all look at her. She, man. Look at her. This is your root chakra coming into your sacral chakra. Well, how are you going to change your beliefs about yourself today, Virgo? Now, I gave y'all that emergency reading. Don't make me come back after y'all again, okay? Just don't, okay? This is really transitional for you, Virgos. Y'all are really having a little bit of time, a tough time here today. A little tough. This month has been a little rough. Look at this here. She has decided she is slicing, dicing, and cutting up anything that is in her foundational pathway, all the clutter, all the noise, all the garbage, so she can have some clarity of thought and foundation. She can have some clarity of speech. She's no longer taking the garbage that's being dealt to her. She's no longer trying to hear nothing y'all got to say about nothing negative. She ain't trying to hear nothing that's going to tear her down. She is exercising her rights to be free, to be of independent and powerful thought and deed. She is exercising her right to build upon her foundation the future she's always dreamed of. Like I said in your emergency reading, allow yourself to dream a little bit. Know that it's okay. It's not going to be torn down, but you're building your own foundation. Next time, I'll be greater. I'll be my own savior. Y'all better come on with it. Y'all represent that Mother Mary, that virgin birth, that virgin conception, right? The immaculate conception of all of creation. We can incubate it, but we need you all to kind of give it a little go there so it can grow. We need you to come up with the plan and the ability to rear it and raise it. And as we're coming into this full moon, right before Mercury goes stationary direct, it's time to release old thought, which I didn't even talk about the fact on that chart, Mercury is going to be all the way back in Aquarius by March 2nd. This is the foundational time. Rip it up. Rip it all up. Rip it up. Okay? Rip it up. All right. Let me do something else. Hold on. Ace of Swords. I'm going to go back to Virgo and I'm going to get up off y'all. Ace of Swords, the card of mental strength. She emerges from the deep waters of her past. While she is not underwater, she is not yet on steady ground. She brings protection and prepares you for an auspicious offer. Your first chakra holds fragments of the past in your personal mosaic. When faced with a challenging situation, protecting what you are creating is necessary. Be kind, but not unwise. Hey, Lightworker Jeff. Greetings. All right. Protect what you're creating, Virgo. It's perfectly fine. Slash them up. I'm in the light warrior mood today. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Who is this now? Libra, the Princess of Swords. Libra, this would be like the Page of Swords in the regular tarot. But in the midst of all of the storm that's raging around you, your heart is singing with truth and love. Your heart is singing with wisdom. Your heart is vibrating at a frequency, okay, of brightness, a frequency of wisdom, a frequency of messages. A frequency of divine messages. Live your truth, Libra. Speak it. I'm going to tell you something, because when you speak your truth about yourself and about where you're going and where you've been, where you've come out of, with the power of knowing you've come out of it on the other side, and now you're armed. You're like, listen, I've been through that battle. I'm good. Been through it. I'm real good. I'm powerful as a result of it. powerful as a result of it. And because of that, Libra, raise your vibrational frequency. Speak with your throat chakra, but let it sit in your heart chakra, and take that energy, set it in emotion to create as you've come out of the storm. Now you can see clearly. Create. Put the finishing touches on what you've been building, and can you finally bring it to you? If you can set that energy out there and put that frequency out there, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Put that frequency out there of the manifestation that you know is already created in yours. You can attract and bring it in a lot faster. A lot faster than if you're just kind of repeating and repeating and repeating. I need you to let what you're saying drop into your heart so it can come out and be that very strong magnetic force that draws it back in. I hope that helps. This is this is the card of like uncanny, undeniable truth. Okay? Wield it. And Jeff, I do have, Deanna, can you put up there, we're doing 30 for 30 if you want a personal reading. Today's the last day for the 30 for 30 special. Okay. Scorpio, 4 of coins. Boy, you've been holding it close to the vest, haven't you, Scorpio? You're really, your heart has been, you've been getting a lot lately, right? We've gone through the Ace of Cups. We've had the Ace of Coins. We've made some great, wonderful victories. We've had some great victories over the last few days. All those things that have begun to be birthed within you, I'm going to ask you to put it here just a little bit longer. I'm going to ask you to not speak on it a lot. I'm going to ask you to put it right here. Don't let anyone say to you or place doubt within you. But I'm also going to ask you, Scorpio, please try not to place doubt within yourself. I'm going to ask you, Scorpio, as you're analyzing this, because I know you have to, babies. I know Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I know you got to analyze it. I get that. But I'm going to ask you, as you're holding it close to your heart, and as you're letting the energy, as you're letting the frequency, as you're letting the manifestation grow in strength, so the signal as it goes out is so strong, it's overpowering to the universe. And that there is nothing that will ever be able to stop it. Your words will not return unto you void, but they will accomplish that which you intend for it to accomplish. Hey, Audra. Hey, Glam Beauty. So, Scorpio, release any doubt, release any fear, release any grave concern that it may or may not happen. I need you to let it go. I need you to release that and only hold on to that manifestation energy. I don't feel like you're necessarily ready to really launch it. I believe you've seen it. I believe you've begun to bring it in. I believe that you finally understand that you not only deserve, but this is the life that you came to live, and that you can have it, right? That you can have that Ace of Cups, that Ace of Pentacles. You can have that. But I feel like there's still some clutter that needs to be removed, and I feel like there's still some interference in the transmission. So hold it tight and let it grow. Let the belief grow. So that when we're ready to finally release the energy out, it's a strong wave. It's a strong heart cry. It's a strong wave that's going out. Hi, pumpkin. Right? That's going out. So that's the 4 coin. And just don't tell everybody what you, please don't. Please don't tell everybody what you're working on in your manifestation. Because I feel like it's going to be a lot of doubt that's going to come in, and we don't want to do that. Y'all are real good at holding stuff close to the vest. See, you know, if Gemini would just come and give me kisses like Virgo. Now, before anybody freaks out, I didn't actually kiss Virgo. She thinks that I kissed her. She just puts her face close to mine. However, if she would just do that calm and nice, we'd be all right. Sag, the moon. Whew, boy. This is the throat chakra. There are unspoken secrets and unspoken words you're keeping from yourself. Others, yes, are not speaking their complete truth either. I'm not going to say that they are. But I really feel with this moon card that there are doubts, fears, and concerns that you're not speaking to yourself, so they can't be healed. I want to look at something. Give me a moment. I don't claim to have memorized all of these chakra cards because they're so deep in their meanings, so many levels. Yeah. The fool learns through the light of her shadow side. The fool's path is lit by the moon. She travels effortlessly into the dark night of her soul. 2 wolves guard and guide her as she travels deep into the night. She's not alone, but this path is not without risk, yet she travels knowing the rewards. So this is the throat chakra. We're being given a chance to review the message we send out invisibly to the universe. Are we cultivating something we don't want but haven't yet seen clearly? Here in the full moon, we can see everything, where we've come from and what we have. The moon card will light up whatever internal behavior is putting us off track. Sagittarians, you're lying to yourself. That's harsh. But it's time for you to own it. It's time for you to own it. It's time for you to do the dark night of the soul. This revolution of evolution cannot happen for you unless you are willing to personally and drastically transform some major areas of your life. As Jupiter and Pluto come into closer and closer conjunction in Capricorn, you have this foundational earth energy that is holding Jupiter back a little bit and reining Jupiter in and saying, all right, you've had your fun for the last year. You've had a lot of fun. But now it's time to calm yourself down, Boo Bear. You know, it's time to calm down. And what it's time to do now is really look at what you've been doing, saying, acting, feeling, whatever. Has it really been working for you? Or are you operating in the very definition of insanity and doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result every time? Ouch, that hurt. I ain't here to make you feel good. I'm here to set you on that right path. Now, I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm just saying you got to look at what's going on. I'm saying you got to really embrace the fact that you've been thinking that this is the pathway you're supposed to go down, or you're just going to believe everybody else is going to change and whatever, your life going to change. But your life doesn't change until you change yourself. You keep getting in these same relationships over and over and over again that aren't good for you. They're not honoring of you. How many times are you going to do it? How many times are you not going to own the fact that it's time to go through this dark night of the soul? It's time to say, I've been here and I don't want to go there. I've been here and I don't want to go there. You got to go there. You got to look at it. You got to be accountable to it. You got to heal it. You got to move forward. You got to integrate it. Hi, Anna. All right? Integrate it in. Deanna, a little too sweet. If you chose 2 different types of readings, then it'll be $60. Okay? So when you go to your cart, if you chose like a medium and a intuitive, that's how it's going to be $60. Okay. Capricorn, the magician. Your sacral chakra, Cappies. Did y'all have this for the 28th? I need Willie here. Willie will tell me. Listen, what y'all doing? You now have the ability to move forward and create something new and something good. You also have the ability to create something not so good. But you're going to create it one way or the other. You're being offered, once again, Capricorn. You have Jupiter, you have Pluto, and you have Saturn, and you have Mars, all in your sign. The South Node is leaving your sign and entering into Sagittarius. This is the time to let go of the past and how you've done it before. I feel like I'm repeating myself. And really look at what you have decided or determined, dictated how you felt about certain achievements. In other words, look at your achievements. What have you achieved? And has it really served your behind? Or have you chosen not to learn the lessons and then transform yourself with the Plutonian energy so that the new achievement can be not only satisfying, but what you truly want? What is truly spiritually what you want? I don't even know what to tell you. All I can say is this: the choice is yours. You're being offered the opportunity to hit the reset button. And with Mercury going back into, or in retrograde, moving into Aquarius, the practicality of it all is going to be very apparent to you. Saturn is about to leave your sign very shortly. It's home. So it's very strong right now. So these are teaching moments for you. These are teaching moments for you. Are you going to put into motion something for the next 30 freaking years that's going to continue to cause you heartache and pain? Or are you going to finally let go and elevate and create what you came here to create in the first place? Achieve the personal transformation you signed on for in the first place, or are you going to repeat the whole darn thing all over again? It's completely up to you. I can't make that decision, but you got to empower yourself and believe within yourself, in your sacral chakra, that you deserve it, that it is for you. You got to love yourself. I find that very interesting for my opposing sign, opposite side of my coin. Cancer had the Two of Cups, creation, right? Divine feminine and masculine. Hey, Win. Capricorn has the Magician, creation. Aquarius. Ooh. The Seven of Swords. Now, she's rather interesting. There's two swords sitting out front. Appears there seems to be some decision that needs to be made. And there's 5 swords in her bundle of arms. She's really conflicted about what she's thinking about this. Let's go to my guidebook. Let's go to my book and see what the book says, because that card there, it's cray cray. This is the third eye chakra, I believe. Yeah. This is our third eye chakra. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on, booze. Hold on, babies. It is the crown chakra. Ooh. Hey, Kevin. Aquarius, Seven of Swords, the lesson of universal impatience. She does not need to take what the universe wants to give her. She is energetically trying to remove the dark night of her soul. Fear creates an energy that prevents the connection to spirit. Are you ready to break free? There is no need to settle for less. There are 2 sets of swords, one being taken, the other left behind. If what you skip stops you, what are you leaving behind? This seems to be a running theme today about the dark night of the soul. The Evolution of revolution and the revolution of evolution. Evolution in and of itself doesn't necessarily remove or negate everything else that has been before it. Instead, when something evolves, it transforms from what it was into another form or entity or being, right? It changes its form. At its basis, though, it's not different. Sun, moon, and rising, Aquarius, 7 of Swords, universal impatience. Are you trying to just push everything else aside because you're not sure that it's actually going to come into fruition and fulfillment? Are you trying to push it off to the side because you're not sure if the decision you made is actually the right one? Are you just going to take your ball and go home and say, I'm going to figure this on out on my own? I don't know if you can do this, universe. I'm not sure. So I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to go home. I'm going to take all my thoughts, all my issues, all my everything, all my concerns, all everything, and I'm just going, I'm out. Peace out, Cub Scout. I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Because I can make this happen a lot quicker than I think you can. Don't be impatient. Don't get the duality of thought. You know, that 5 of Swords card is a lot about internal conflict as well. Internal conflict of thought as well as conflict of communication between others. But typically when we have a faulty communication level between others, we're, one person's not making complete sense, or, somebody's dropping a ball somewhere, right? It's not clear. It's not clear. So, beloveds, Aquarians, I know it doesn't make full sense right now. And I know you don't have a fixed plan process. I know that this whole thing is not fair. It's not fair. I get it. As well as Spirit gets it. Source gets it. But I need you to rest in the knowledge that this is actually part of the plan. And if you take up your swords and you go home now and walk away, you are walking away right before your breakthrough is coming. If you can instead get to this 2 of Sword energy here, the 2s that here, and make a strong decision to stay the course and stay the path and listen. You see that moon up in the corner? Spirit's trying to speak. Listen. Peace be still. Stick it out. Stay the course. Don't be impatient. Don't fall out of communication with Source. But instead, hear calmly. Fear interferes with the transmission. When fear enters, it interferes with the transmission. You can't hear. Who saw it? Okay. Okay. Pisces. Ooh, y'all. Pisces, 5 of Wands. Look at all this motion and commotion. All these, see, when you get a whole bunch of women folk together, look. Throat chakra. I feel like this is going to be a gossiping. That's definitely throat chakra. What we got going on here? The card of mixed messages. If that ain't a pipe. Five of Wands, the card of mixed messages. These women are too well dressed and prepared for something far more elegant than their current location. Look where they're at. Out in the middle of no darn well. They may have gathered to compare what they each have, yet their body language belies what they are in the varying stages of manifesting. If the fifth chakra sends our manifesting message out to the universe, could it be that mixed messages are being sent? Gee, Pisces. I don't know. I'm going to look at what these heifers is doing in this card. One girl looked like she ready to fight. All of them look like they're almost all of them. Now, these two girls up in the corner up there. So the one in the middle, come on, focus. The one in the middle, she straight up looked like, look, I know I'm the best. I'm it. I'm all that there is. Let me see if I don't know if y'all can see it better. Let me go here. The one in the middle, she looks like she knows she's the ish. The two on the side look like they rest to take her down. The two down and beneath seem like they just trying to, I don't know what they trying to do. They look like they trying to get in where they fit in or kissing butter. I don't know, child. But nobody is really saying what they're saying. These heifers is really mixed up and confused. They came, to a barbecue in a ball gown. Pisces, what is it do you really want? In the revolution of evolution, and as Mercury is going back into Aquarius, so to speak, Freas, back into Aquarius to get some clarification on the communication, I need you to use this Gemini moon to bring some clarity of some decisiveness, please. Can we get a little on the decisive side as to what it is you truly want the universe to bring you? What is it you want Source to bring you? What are you bringing in? Because all of this wishy-washy stuff coming to the surface and going back and I love y'all, but Jesus, I'm going to need y'all to come on now. Because every time you switch up your mind, then you switch up your energy. Every time you switch up your thought, you switch up your frequency. And what you've been doing is you've been sending out a frequency at first that is up here, and that's what I want. And now you're like, ooh, but I'm not sure if this is what I really want. And we could do it this way, or we could do it that way. And so what does that do? Drops that frequency right on down. So what happens? This is what you're trying to get to, right? It's up here. Boom. That's the right frequency. It's going to draw it in. Bring it right on in. Let me see what I got here. Use some Palo Santo. If this is what we want, right? This card represents what we want. And it's up here. Here's your frequency. And it's okay, great. All right, I can come. We can meet. However, if what you want is up here, and now Pisceans, you're down here wondering, maybe, possibly, not sure. I don't know. This is where you're at. This is not going to move. Why? Because the magnetic force is not strong enough or at the right frequency to tune into this. Elevate it, keep it here so this comes. Otherwise, two ships. You'll never make it. Whew. All right, that was my 12th sermon for the day. We good. Oh, y'all. Thank you. A little too sweet. Thank you, baby. I will schedule that shortly with you. Today is the last day for 30 for 30 to be able to order it. We'll take care of them later on in over the next week or so. For those that still, I think some of you still have 30-minute Patreon for February that we were not able to schedule. Let's schedule a full hour for March. I'm not doing a collective. No, ma'am. Thank you, though. I'm not doing a collective. Let's schedule a full hour for March. So let's get together. You guys can go to heartofinspiration.net, get your 30 for 30. And by today, I mean at the time of this recording, it is February the 29th. By March 1st, my time, midnight on March 1st, that will be down off the website. And then we'll go back to regular pricing. Thanks, Marcy. So that is for the 29th only. I done had it up there for a long time. So it goes back. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Look on my community tab, please, to know when I am coming on live again. I'm going to go on and hopefully put up a schedule. We're going to be talking about our throat chakras, and I feel like I got to talk a little bit about this energy of the evolution of the revolution. We're going to go deep. That's going to be a Patreon. I'm going to schedule our first of the year Patreon only. You can join for as little as $1. We'll have that over in the next week or so. So if you want to join for $1 and then be able to be involved in our Patreon only sessions, I'll be doing that in another week. We're going to talk about some deep stuff there. All right, guys, I love you. I will be on again later. Check back. Have a fantastic March the 1st. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love each and every one of you. Live life in spirit. Thank you for joining us. Namaste. Bye-bye.